Hello everyone, welcome back. I hope you can hear me. It looks like, yes, it looks like microphone's going, camera's going. We're all check today. So for those of you that are new, my name's Bettina. I do these live streams usually weekly on a Sunday, and I talk about new releases and I discuss whether I'm going to be picking them up. And while I'm here talking about the different releases, you can jump on into the chat and let me know what you think about it, and we can have a good old chat about any of the new releases that are coming out or have come out in the last week since I last discussed the last releases. Sometimes it can be very hard keeping up with the new releases in the beauty community. There is so much coming out every single day. This past week, though, doesn't really seem to be, there's definitely still releases that have come out, but they're not really all that exciting. But we will see how much we can talk about, and if we finish early, then we finish early. So I usually stay on for about an hour. If it ends up being less than an hour, that's fine. So generally I get my photos from the Beauty News official Instagram page. I also use Trend Mood, I also use Indie Makeup Spotlight, and I also use Indie Mood. So those are the four main accounts that I use to find out if there are anything that I want to talk about in these videos. So starting off from where I left off last week, so I think one of the last things that I mentioned last week was the I think it was the Orangey Glad collection from Colourpop. So we'll go on from that to that's not really all that interesting for me. We might start off with the Anastasia Beverly Hills foundation that they're coming out with. So this is supposed to be a luminous foundation. It's supposed to be medium coverage, natural finish that looks and feels like glowing, gorgeous skin. There'll be 50 shades, which is a lot of shades. It's vegan, gluten-free, cruelty-free, fragrance-free, alcohol-free, clinically tested, dermatologically tested, ophthalmologist tested, I always struggle with that word. Non-condemogenic. I always struggle with that word. Suitable for sensitive skin, and it's long wearing. It's going to be $38 for 30 mils, which I think is a reasonable price for a foundation. The one thing that I know a lot of people were not happy with or had issues with was the packaging, and it's got like one side of the packaging with this really bold foundation wording written up the side, and a lot of people apparently don't like this. I love it. I think it is so different and cool and unique. I really like it. They did say the reason why they've gone with the writing the word foundation up the side is for like makeup artists when they're trying to quickly do things on a set, or if they're under a time crunch, they can quickly see the bottle and know that it is a foundation. So I think that's a pretty cool idea. I actually really like the way the packaging is designed with this bold writing on the back, and on the front is like their normal Anastasia Beverly Hills logo. So I really like the way that this is just the aesthetic of it. I really like it. I know a lot of people don't, but I like it. There are, like I said, 50 shades. I can't really comment on whether it's deep enough because I don't have deep skin, as you can tell. So I would definitely be interested to hear from some darker skin ladies to see if this is deep enough for them. I know based on other brands that I've seen that this is probably not dark compared to other brands that I've seen. So I think it's a good amount of shade ranges. I think there's a good number of shades between each like category of shades, but it may not be dark enough. I think this lady here is probably the darkest that they have by the looks of it in the foundation, but I guess if they feel the need or there's a call for more colors, then they would definitely look into releasing more. Hello, Felicity. No, you're not that late. I've only just started, so you haven't missed much. I only just started talking about the Anastasia foundation, so you haven't missed anything. There's also going to be a powder released in this range, and I'm pretty keen on the powder as well. So I think if this came to, I think, what is it? Anastasia Beverly Hills is available online only, I think, in Mecca, and in store in Australia in Sephora. I think it might be in store in Mecca in New Zealand. If there's anyone from New Zealand, let me know if that's the case, but I think that might be how it is. So I would probably try this out in store at Sephora, but then probably buy it from Mecca because I do prefer their customer service. Yeah, I think that the foundation looks really nice on people's skin tones. I think it could potentially be a good price. It is $38 US, so it could end up being quite expensive, but for a 30 ml bottle, it's probably going to be fairly on par with other prices in the market in Australia. Juvia's Place have sneaked some highlighting and contouring sticks. These look pretty cool. I mean, I would much like to try their foundation first before getting something like this, but we only have a video, like a video sneak peek of what they look like. They're very in keeping with the packaging of the foundation range that Juvia's already have. So I think it's a cool addition to the range. I'd just be interested to see what the color range is like from Juvia's Place for these products. Let's skip that. I just spoke about. I will mention with the powders, there will be 5 different colors in the powders from, there'll be a translucent, a vanilla, banana, and deep peach, and golden orange. So you can go with the translucent option if that's what you prefer, or you can go with the colored options in those powders, and they will be $36 each for a 25 gram tub, which isn't too bad compared to other powder prices on the market as well. Laura Mercier have announced their autumn collection, and this will be inspired by the Parisian wardrobe. So we have the Parisian nude eyeshadow palette. We have 2 new shades in the caviar sticks, and we also have 6 colors in the Velour Extreme Matte lipstick. So I definitely don't think I would be interested in those extreme matte lipsticks because I just don't really get on well with matte lipsticks. The caviar sticks, I really like the formula of the caviar sticks. I just never use them. I have a set of the minis from Christmas like maybe 3 years ago, and I've barely made a dent on any of them. So I really like the formula. I think it's a great formula, and I think if you like that kind of swipe on and run out the door convenience of eyeshadow application, caviar sticks are definitely a good way to go. I think they're a good value for the amount of product you get. They're an easy product to use. They blend out really easy, and I think they're a fairly good price compared to other shadow sticks on the market. The eyeshadow palette, though, is pretty typically that kind of boringness that Laura Mercier usually have. So I will definitely pass on this eyeshadow palette. I think it would be really nice if you want a really natural look, but I have plenty of palettes that already have all these colors in my collection. So gonna pass on them. And speaking of shadow sticks, Mecca Max have come out with a collection of 8 shades of shadow sticks. Some of these colors actually look really nice. So this is the sticks and the swatches of those sticks. That blue is grabbing my attention, but once again, these would be a really nice just slap on and go kind of option for eyeshadow if you are in a rush. I don't know what this formula is like. I do have experience with the Laura Mercier formula, so I would definitely recommend them, but I'm not sure about this formula. So I can comment on the colors that they're nice, but I wouldn't be able to comment on the formula as to what it's like. These are 18 Australian dollars and 20 New Zealand dollars. So not the cheapest. They have already released, and these are vegan, cruelty-free. They're supposed to be a one swipe, quick on the go application. They can be applied and blended with fingers or a brush, creamy long wearing formula. So they're ticking a lot of boxes for like convenience and ease of use, but I would probably pass on these just purely because eyeshadow sticks, I already have a lot in my collection and they take me so long to get through because I just don't use them. There's a lot on Instagram at the moment about the Anastasia Beverly Hills release of the foundation. It's getting a bit full on. No. So Colourpop have released another 9-pan palette. This, I think, is supposed to be in the monochromatic series, but I don't know whether this really fits all that much in that series. It's definitely a 9-pan palette, and it's in the traditional plastic packaging that they have for the 9-pan palette. But I don't know whether this really fits in with what they've done with the rest of the monochromatic palettes. This is called the Strawberry Shake palette. There is also 2 Jelly Match eyeshadows that are with this collection. We have what looks to be a lip scrub and 2 face serums in a set. There is some blush and highlight. There is a blush and highlighter duo. There are some lip glosses. There's some blushes. So this collection, as per usual with Colourpop, is jam-packed full of stuff. I'm getting like Colourpop fatigue at the moment. I don't know if anyone else is, but I'm getting a little bit over Colourpop with them releasing a new collection. And they don't just release like little collections. They don't just release like a little eyeshadow palette. They're coming out with whole collections, like the whole shebang. Every couple of days, it's getting a little bit much. I'm definitely going to pass on this eyeshadow palette. It looks quite nice. A couple of the colors look really similar to each other, and I think when they're applied on the eye, they will probably pull quite similar to each other. So I don't think that there's a place for this in my collection. I just don't think it's anything new. I mean, if you're missing these colors, great, but I don't know. Felicity says, I love Colourpop eyeshadows, but they are doing my head in too. Yeah, I'm really enjoyed the few eyeshadow palettes that I've got. I got the Just My Luck and what is it? It's My Pleasure palette out of the monochromatic series. And I think they're really nice. I think they're pretty good quality for the $12, but I'm just getting so much fatigue from it at the moment. I think in the last month, they've released like 6 or 7 collections. It's just getting ridiculous. Model Rock have released a collection. Now this collection, I'm intrigued by it. Let me have a look if I can find some better. So this is a graffiti makeup collection. Now this looks to come with a set of brushes. They don't have very good photos on their Instagram of this stuff. So it looks like there's 4 brushes in this collection. There is a neon and pastels eyeshadow palette. There are 3 lip paints. And then I think there are also, I think it's 2 eyeliners and a face spray. The eyeshadow palette in this actually looks really nice. I don't know whether I exactly like the layout of the palette. It does come in this kind of color swatch layout kind of series, but there is also another piece, if you can see it here, that is behind the eyeshadows and it folds out and it's a mirror. I don't know whether I really like the way that's laid out. I think the colors are really cool though, and I think if they expand on these like slimline palettes, I think they're really popular at the moment. I think if they expand on that in their range and bring out more different colors in these same design, I think that could catch on and be quite popular. Like I said, these really small kind of capsule palettes are really popular at the moment. Felicity says, if I went to buy a pre-made palette from them, I wouldn't know what to get. There's actually been quite a few times when I have been tempted and I've kind of started playing with the pre-made palette system on the Colourpop website, and I've just gotten so overwhelmed that I've just ended up giving up. So yeah, I kind of understand what you're saying when you mention that. So these also have they're kind of like those squeezy tube eyeliners that Tarte came out with. The Tartist, I think they're called the Tartist eyeliner or something like that. These are the lip paints, so they're like a squeezy tube. So I think a lot of this stuff could be really good if you are a makeup artist. It would be really easy to like decant some of this onto a palette and use it that way on your client or your model. So I think because Model Rock is quite a industry, like a makeup industry brand, they're more targeted towards that this collection is designed quite well. So yeah, I like the idea of this squeezy tube. Like this is the eyeliner and it's in like this squeezy tube design. I think that's pretty cool. Be a lot better, I guess, for traveling as well, being in a plastic squeeze tube rather than a glass or plastic pot that could potentially break. We have some sneak peeks from the Too Faced holiday collection already. Oh my God, we are only in August and we're already getting sneak peeks from the holiday collection. So this is going to be releasing on the 22nd of September. This is called, is it Fresh from the Oven? So this is going to be the Gingerbread Man set. So this includes a full size of the gingerbread bronzer, a full size of the Peach Kiss lipstick in Gingerbread Man, and a limited edition makeup bag. Now, the limited edition makeup bag is in the shape of a gingerbread. Oh, I think that's, I like it, but at the same time, it's still very tacky. Yeah, I don't know about this. I think the lipstick would probably be too dark for me just based off what I'm seeing here, and the bronzer, I think that would be too dark for me as well. So I'd probably pass on this, and I wouldn't have anywhere to use the, yes, it's a makeup bag, but I think it looks like a very, very impractical makeup bag. I don't think there would be much that I would get in that makeup bag. It could potentially, if it's got a lot of height, it could be potentially good for your makeup brushes to protect them when you're traveling. But other than that, I don't think I would get much in it. So I'm going to probably pass on all of that collection. We did also see a sneak peek of the collection, the palette that Anastasia Beverly Hills is going to be doing with Jackie Aina. I can't find the photos anymore, so I've seen the palette and I was a bit underwhelmed, but let me see if I can find it maybe on Trend Mood or something like that. I don't know if any of you have seen the sneak peek that was floating around. One of the retailers in America like put it on their website too early before the launch, and I'm assuming they got told very quickly to take it down. But yeah, I've seen the palette and it was very, very disappointing. But I might touch on it a little bit more when they actually release the photo. I'll come back to it when they actually release the photo rather than just making things up that I vaguely remember. I like the colors in the new ABH palette, but it's very much same for ABH. Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I wasn't 100% happy with it, and I was probably going to pass on it. Just from memory, it had a lot of colors in it that I would probably already have across the Anastasia Beverly Hills palettes that I have in my collection. So that was the main reason why I wasn't 100% happy with it. It was a bit disappointing for me. Maybelline have collaborated with Ashley Longshore Art. I think that's who it is. These look really good, but I don't think that they are coming to Australia, which is disappointing because the packaging on these look awesome. How cool is that packaging? And that's actually on the tube by the looks of it. It's not just the box. And then these are the colors. The colors look really nice. So if these came to Australia, I would be very interested in trying them out. I've heard great things about these Superstay matte ink lip products. So I hope they come to Australia, but I don't. Actually, it says launching globally in stores in September. So I'll have to keep my eye out in Priceline to see if they actually come to Australia in September. Because these look really cool. These look really, really cool. What's that lip ink formula like? I don't love a matte. Yeah, I don't actually know. That's why I'm interested in trying it, because I've never actually tried it. But I have heard that they're good, but I can't remember whether the person that I saw that mentioned them said that they were like suck your lips dry, or whether they were just a nice, like, comfortable matte formula. So if they do come to Australia, I might grab some and I'll let you know. Because they look really pretty. I would almost be tempted to buy the whole lot because they're so pretty. And the colors, I definitely would probably wear all those colors as well. Yeah, I can't remember who I saw. I think I've just seen people randomly mention them here and there in their videos. I don't know whether I've actually seen somebody do a dedicated review on them. Oh gosh, Ofra have released a Area 51 collection. Have you guys seen that Storm Area 51 whole shenanigans going on Facebook and the internet? So Ofra have released a collection, I guess, in honor of that. So we have a Icy Lavender highlighter in Neptune. And then there is the Area 51 lip set, which has the colors Utopia, Emerald City, and Wonderland in it. And this is what they all look like together. I think that this is pretty cool. I think it's pretty funny that they have the sense of humor to bring out a little collection to kind of support this global joke that's going on. Storming Area 51 seems like a good way to get shot. It definitely does. I'm very interested to see how many people actually turn up. I think there's something like 800,000 people or something on Facebook have said that they're going to go, but I bet there'll probably only be maybe less than 100 people that actually turn up and do it. But yeah, I hope they don't actually try and storm it, because that will end badly. So Tatcha have released a new eye cream, and I'm a little bit curious. So this is the Silk Peony Melting Eye Cream. So this is supposed to be an anti-aging eye cream that melts to release a double shield of hydration with line smoothing, liquid silk, and moisture locking Japanese white peony for youthful, radiant eyes. That is a mouthful and a half. So I am a little bit intrigued by this, and I think maybe when this comes to Mecca, I might get a sample and try it, because I'm a little bit interested. I've been using the, what is it called? The Silk Canvas Moisturizer, I think that's what it's called, the last week or so, and I'm quite enjoying it. So I'm a little bit intrigued by this product, to say the least. And does it say it's $60 for 15 mils, which is very pricey for an eye cream, but if it actually works, then I'm kind of happy to pay that. I know it can't perform miracles, but if it definitely keeps my eyes moisturized and doesn't get them any worse, then I could be happy to buy it. I'm not drawn to the idea of peony in skincare, but I like rose stuff, so don't know why other florals don't appeal to me. Yeah, that was one thing I did notice with the facial moisturizer. I'm not sure how I feel about the scent of it. I'm kind of on the fence as to whether I'm enjoying it or whether it's a little bit too much for my liking, and I haven't really had a chance to delve more into the actual ingredients to see what it is that's in there. And yeah, peony, I don't know. It does say it carries on about something in here. Jasmine white peony is supposed to help support skin's natural barrier functions to seal in moisture. So I guess it has some skincare benefits, but I definitely know where you're coming from when it comes to having things like this in skincare. And I guess it depends on whether it's the actual product, like it's the actual ingredient, or whether it's just a scent that is the peony. Like if it's got actual peony in it, as opposed to like an artificial scent, it's a little bit different. One of the Mini Fix Plus is peony too. Yeah, I know. I may have smelt it and I may have almost bought it, but I refrained. I only picked up the pineapple one instead. Yeah, so I'm going to get a sample of this, I think, and then if I like it, I may buy the full size. Or maybe I might get one in my next Beauty Loop box. Here's something a little bit different. So Lunatic Labs, which we haven't heard much from for quite a while, are celebrating their 7th anniversary. I did not know Lunatic Labs was that old. So they have released one of the most unique eyeshadow palettes. Sorry, that's that's not what they said. That's what Kat or Haley from Beauty News said. This is the Take My Heart palette, and it contains 5 eyeshadows. So this is what the packaging looks like, which is very unique. And then we have the 5 shadows in there. Let me see if I have, oh, there we are. So those are the colors there. I think I'm definitely going to pass on this one. I don't really like the packaging. I think it's cool, but it's kind of a bit awkward. And I don't like the fact that there's only 5 shadows. I feel like there's definitely a fair bit of wasted space in this packaging. And for $31 for 5 eyeshadows, I don't know whether that's the greatest value. Yeah, I don't know whether, I definitely know that this packaging would appeal to quite a lot of people, but for me, I don't really enjoy it. I think it's cool. I definitely think it's cool, but I don't enjoy it, but I can understand that a lot of people would. I'm so squeamish. I hate the packaging. Yeah. It looks like one of the horror pictures on a packet of cigarettes. I didn't even think about that. It definitely does. It definitely does look like one of those. I can't even think of which one it is, but yeah, I know the one you're talking about. Maybe you can color like some black Nico on parts so it looks like the cigarette packet a bit more. So I'm going to pass on that one. It's just not me, but I can totally understand that a lot of people would really be down for that. Next is the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Hydrating line. So this comes with a hydrating foundation and a hydrating primer. I nearly said brush then for a second. A hydrating primer, and then we also have the Kabuki Buff Foundation brush. So I think that this is definitely something that the Fenty line needs. I think that the matte foundation is too matte. Even for someone like me with super oily skin, I found it too matte and I didn't like the way it made my skin look. So I'm interested to see what people think of this hydrating foundation, and if it's not too overly hydrating, this could potentially be something that I would be interested in. I don't know how I feel about Fenty. I didn't really have the greatest experience with the last foundation, so I'm a little bit like cautious when it comes to trying, I guess, more complexion products from her line, because I really didn't enjoy that matte foundation. So I'm interested to see what this one's like. This is $35. I'm also not sure how I feel about the packaging on this one. It's very different to the last product. So the last one was in the glass jar, which is similar to this. This is the primer here. So the last lot of foundations was in the glass pump bottle, whereas this is in like a squeezy tube with a pump on the end. I'm not sure how I feel about the different packagings. I definitely know it's definitely a great idea to have the different packagings between the 2 different lines. But I don't know how I feel about this tube with the squeezy pump on the end. I always feel like it's super hard to get product out and get it down to the pump. If you can't get the pump to screw off, there's always a bit of product build up right at the end, and I feel like it's definitely a waste. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Are any of you going to try the Fenty foundation? I'd be interested to know. There is a hydrating primer as well, so I'm wondering whether maybe maybe this is a good idea. Getting a bottle, this is going to be very expensive, getting a bottle of the matte foundation and a bottle of the hydrating foundation and mixing them together. Maybe that could be a good option, because like I said, I liked the coverage. Did I like the coverage? Yeah, the matte foundation, it was just too much. It was just too much. So, but I am super oily. Like, I'm super oily. So I don't know how like hydrating and how dewy the hydrating foundation is. Next is something that I am 100% buying. I'm sure you guys can guess. This only released, I think, maybe a day or two ago, and I thought it was super funny that the like release or the sneak peeks of these palettes actually came from influencers instead of the brand itself, and the brand was totally cool with it. The brand was like, yeah, whatever. Like, it was hilarious. So I think it was I think it was Angelica. I think she was the first one that posted a photo of these palettes on Instagram, and they are the new Kaleidos Makeup Futurism palettes number 4 and 5. So we have the neon palette here and the turquoise palette here. I am 100% buying these. No doubt in my mind, I am definitely buying these. So I thought it was super funny that Angelica, she put these photos on her Instagram, and then I think I saw a couple of people commenting going something along the lines of like, you've sneak peeked this, like you've gone against whatever like the embargo is. But the brand actually commented on it and was like, we just haven't had time to post about these photos, and there was no time frame in the packaging that they sent any of the influencers, and they were like, it's totally fine, like we don't even care. And they kind of saved, like, Angelica didn't do anything wrong. She didn't get any information in her PR packaging that said don't post until after this date, and the brand was so cool about it. The brand was just like, yeah, whatever. Angelica's just more organized than we. So these are releasing on the 13th of August, and so they will be $24 each. And it looks like they'll both be limited edition. It doesn't say anything about whether they're going to do like a deal for shipping though, because I think their free shipping cap is like $50. So for $24, it's going to be under that shipping cap. So I don't know whether they're going to do a combined set and give you free shipping or whatnot. But some of the looks that they have created with this palette are just beautiful. Where's the other one that I found? I just think they're beautiful. And the formula of these palettes is stunning. It is so good. So I'm definitely keen to try more. And let me find the swatches. No, I can't find swatches. Who's done swatches? You guys, you have to see the swatches of this palette. No one's actually posted swatches by the looks of it. That's fine. That's fine. I'm getting these palettes. I'm definitely getting them. What do you guys think of those ones? Because I'm keen as mustard to get them. I think the turquoise palette, I think it's super unique as well. With that orange in there, paired with the turquoise, I think it could get some really pretty colors, really pretty looks. And their shimmer formula is beautiful. I love the turquoise one, but don't know if I would use it enough. Yeah, that's one thing that you kind of have to weigh up, but I just love this formula so much that I'm going to get it. I'm definitely going to get it. I think that they are beautiful palettes. I love the like compact packaging. You're so creative with creating eye looks. Oh, Michelle, thank you. It's just practice. It's all practice, and I just sit down and play and see where it takes me. Sometimes it doesn't turn out too well, but most of the time I can make it work. So I'm really excited to get these. And I wish that they would release earlier than the 13th. Or maybe Kaleidos could put me on their PR list. That would be the best. But that's not going to happen anytime soon. Anyway, moving on. there's not much this week. I was pretty disappointed when I was looking for photos for my thumbnail. I didn't find all that many. There's releases, but some of them are very boring this week. Looks like there's another palette from Viseart. This is the Neutral Mattes 2. I did find a better photo of this one because that one's not the greatest. Here we go. This is the photo. So this is what it looks like. I think it's definitely going down the lines of that like neutral palette with a pop of blue, which we've all seen before. So it's a little bit disappointing, I think, but I think it's very in keeping with what they like. It's very complementary to what they already have in their range. I think that this could complement the neutral matte one quite well, but I don't know whether I can justify $80 for this palette because that's how much they are. Viseart is just so expensive. Yeah, 9 shades of tan. Yeah, it's 9 shades of tan with a pink, blue. Wait, it's kind of, yeah, it's definitely 10 shades of tan and a pink and a blue. Yeah, so I'm going to pass on that one as well. I just cannot justify Viseart prices. Just definitely cannot. I saw a couple of holiday sneak peeks, but I know how people are about seeing extra stuff early. Yeah, I was just talking about the gingerbread. They sneak peeked a few of the gingerbread things from Too Faced for Christmas, and I don't know whether that was the smartest idea starting with that for their sneak peeks. But anyway, next we have some items from a Aussie brand, and this is Ella Cosmetics. So Ella Cosmetics sell the beauty sponge that I love, and a few of the brushes that I love come from Ella Cosmetics. So to complement their line, they have this is coming out soon. So it is a cleaning mitt/matte. I don't know whether it's a mitt or a matte. It looks like it might be a matte. And there is also going to be what looks to be a solid brush cleaner. So this is what they look like. I'd be interested to know more about these like little mattes. I kind of already have one though, so I don't need it. But if it's a cool design or if it's something different and it might be easier to clean my brushes, because you guys know how much I hate cleaning my brushes, maybe I might pick it up. So I'm going to keep an eye on this, see what it's like. In terms of the brush cleaner, I don't know. It just depends. If it's really heavily scented, I'd be very disappointed. I typically just use like my Daiso Puff and Sponge though to clean my brushes, so I don't really need it. It would just depend on price. I think price and what the ingredients are. Bobbi Brown are coming out with a Luxe Shine Intense lipstick for fall. There are 14 shades, and these all look to be very fall colors. So they're like reds, like dark, deep reds, deeper nudes, very fall colors. I don't know. There's no price on these, but I definitely don't need any more lipsticks. I do like the packaging. I think the packaging is cool. They are like these longer, slimmer tubes. So I like that it's something different, but I probably would just pass. I just use hand soap. Yeah, that's totally fine. That's totally fine. Whatever does the job and gets the gunk out of your brushes. I don't think you really need anything special or specifically designed for cleaning brushes. And if you have synthetic brushes, like you can be a little bit more aggressive with synthetic brushes. Like you don't have to have like a conditioning kind of shampoo or anything, because they can kind of take a beating. As opposed to natural hair brushes, you need to look after them a little bit more, because they can, like normal hair, they can start to get I guess, like split ends and fray a little bit if you don't look after them and you're using something that's too harsh. The next one is something that I saw while I was trying to find some images, and I had to kind of scratch my head. I use a gentle hand wash anyway for my dry skin. Oh, great, that's perfect. This is the new Kylie collection. This is her birthday collection, which is money themed. It's launching on the 10th of August. Now, I don't really get this. The palette has "You're So Money Baby," but the "so" is a $sign and a 0. So I don't when I was reading it, I only just realized what it meant. But when I was reading, I thought it said "You're $0 money baby." It obviously means "You're so money baby." But I'm sorry for any of you that can hear my naughty dog barking in the background. So this is what the palette looks like. It's definitely nothing special or interesting. And then the collection has all this extra stuff. I don't even know what's in it. It looks it looks terrible. It all looks terrible. And it doesn't look like there's any information about what's in this collection. It looks like there's a highlighter and some lipsticks. There's a lip kit. There's a couple of different things. You guys know I'm definitely not going to buy any of this. This looks terrible. Looks so cheap and cringy. These are the lipsticks. At least they kind of look like nice colors, but nope. This is a marketing image. She's wearing a money dress. Like, what the hell? At least, as if we didn't need to know how much money she already made. Like, we already know you make money. Why do you have to make a whole collection around how much money you make? I'm not going to buy any of this. None of it. It looks so tacky. It looks so tacky, as per usual. So I'm not going to buy any of that. None of it. No. It was bad when Too Faced did it. Yeah, exactly. She should have taken a leaf out of Too Faced's book. That ended badly for Too Faced, so I can only imagine how bad this is going to end for her. But the problem with the Kardashians and the Jenners is they have so many like mad crazy fans that they'll just like buy anything and believe anything they say. So she'll probably still make a shitload of money from the cringy collection. I'm just anti-Jenner and Kardashian. Yeah, I'm the same. I just think, yeah, I'm the same. Next we have, what else have I got here? What kind of tutorials are you chasing? I'm confused. If you're looking for a specific type of tutorial on YouTube, just search that type of tutorial on YouTube. I don't do a lot of tutorials, so you probably won't find any specific tutorials on my channel, unfortunately. So I don't think I'll be able to help you. But if you're looking for a specific type of tutorial, you need to search it on YouTube. Laura Mercier have come out with a tinted moisturizer. Let me see. This has 20 shades. This is supposed to be a SPF 30. So I think that's pretty cool. It's $47 though for a $47 for a tinted moisturizer is a little bit ridiculous, I think, in my opinion. I just think that's ridiculous. That is like more than a lot of brands charge for full coverage moisturizers. I guess it does have some better ingredients in it, but that's still a lot of money to pay for a tinted moisturizer. Wow, a bit much. Too expensive for a tinted moisturizer, definitely. Laura Mercier isn't exactly high end either. Yeah, it's. I feel like the problem with Laura Mercier is they try and make themselves high end, but I don't think that they have like their quality is more like middle road in my opinion, but they charge like high end prices. Yeah, they are very pricey, and I feel like their like whole range and aesthetic is quite. I don't want to say basic, but you know what I mean when I say basic, like natural, glowy, like that's like their whole aesthetic. But they charge a shitload to get like a basic look. Sleek have come out with some new products. They have a mattifying fixing mist, an illuminating fixing mist, some color correctors, and some flash foil eye paints. I think it's cool to see Sleek come out with some new products, but I definitely don't think I'll pick any of these up. Yeah, I don't think I'll grab any of this. Mist is the new black. Yeah, it definitely is. I mean, I can't really talk because I have been like drinking the Kool-Aid and buying every mist under the sun. Yeah, I do like the fact that their branding is life proof. I think that's pretty cool and catchy, but I'm not going to get any of this. Do they even still sell Sleek in Australia? Is Sleek still available at Target? Was it Target? I think it was Target that sold Sleek. These are the like foils. They're very like basic colors. I think a lot of people would probably already have these, so definitely would pass on them. And then the mists and the color correctors, I don't need them. Not gonna buy it. Oh god. Speaking of the Kardashians, we have a new collaboration between KKW Fragrance and Kylie Jenner. Oh god. Haven't seen any Sleek for a while, but haven't looked for them. Yeah, I don't even remember the last time I went into a Target and looked at like the makeup counter in Target. So I don't know the answer to the question either. I just want to show you the sneak peek image, I guess. This is the sneak peek image. Like, really? Really? This is the problem. Like, that they can do things like that with their marketing and still make a shitload of money. I don't know what these scents will be in. They are in like the, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, but they're in like the lip shape bottles, which I think is pretty cool, but I'm definitely not going to buy it. You can open them now, Michelle. I'm moving on to the next thing. So cringeworthy. I hate this rude finger thing. Why? You are not a gangster. I know. I just think it's really tacky, especially if you're trying to be a professional brand. I know that's not really. Can you call KKW brands and like can you call Kardashian brands professional brands? I just think it's really tacky to like associate, especially on like your brand social media profiles, to associate those kind of things with your brand. Professionally tacky. Moving on. Next we have a new Sigma launch, and this is the Enchanted palette. Isn't there already a perfume bottle in a lip shape? Yeah, I think she has already done a lip bottle in a perfume shape. I'm sure that there's one from another brand as well. I just don't remember what it is. I know Huda Beauty has the tins. She does the lip kit tins in the lip shape like every Christmas or every couple of months. And I think she had those tins out before Kim came out with the perfumes in the lip shape. But I'm not sure. I think I know the one you're talking about. I think there might have been one that actually came out with like a set of lips before Kim even did a perfume with a set of lips. Anyway, this is the Enchanted palette. I think that this is like really nice and kind of whimsical. But I don't think I need it. I think it's a little bit boring, but I do think the aesthetic of the palette matches the name of the palette, which is cool. I'm picturing a lip shade perfume from ages ago. Yeah, I think I know the one you're talking about, but for the life of me, I can't remember it. I think there was definitely a brand that came out with a perfume in a lip shape bottle before Kim did, obviously. M Cosmetics have added to their True Gloss line. There are 4 new shades. Some of these look really good. Some of these look really beautiful. This one down in the corner is calling my name. Wait, this corner. It's like my perfect everyday lip color. That's the color I wear like every single day to work. These look really pretty. I still really want to try M Cosmetics at some point. I really need to look out on their website to see if they are shipping to Australia yet. When I used to work in a pharmacy like 10-ish years ago, I'm going to have to hunt for it now. I love a good gloss. Yeah, these look like a really comfortable gloss as well, like a little bit of a thicker formula. And that little video, this video is very satisfying to watch. The small things. Next we have Lime Crime releasing a Vivid Pressed Powder palette. So this is like a bright palette. Look at those colors. Wowee. I don't think I need this, but I think this is a really nice array of colors in a bright palette. It looks like these might be on the sheerer side and need quite a lot of building up. Just based on how the colors are pulling off on the deeper skin tone, they are a little bit sheerer, and you can kind of see through them a little bit. So I'm not sure. I think they would need a fair bit of building up to get like full opacity. Yes, gloss needs to come back, not liquid lip, actual gloss. Yeah. I think gloss is definitely slowly coming back. It's definitely becoming a lot more popular. Even just for people to add a little bit of gloss over the top of a lipstick, it's definitely becoming a lot more popular. Mel Cosmetics are launching a new range of liquid lipsticks. Speaking of liquid lipsticks, so this is a collection of 5 liquid lipsticks, and these are quite deep. They're really unique colors, but they are quite deep. They look really pretty on these darker skin tones. Look at them. I don't think that I would enjoy this formula. They look quite dry on the lips, actually. So I don't think I would like it. You can buy the whole collection, which is a cool idea. But I don't think that they would work with my lips just based on how they look. They look like they might be a little bit drying. There was a few more things. Very pretty on the deep skin tones would make me look very gothy. I would definitely be the same. I think it would pull quite deep on my skin. It would almost look black, which is not a bad thing. Definitely not a bad thing, but not really in that mood at the moment. Let me grab up some indie stuff to talk about because there were a few things that I wanted to talk about. Thank you. I have a good husband. He knows when he's making too much noise. Okay, this is what I wanted to talk about. Terra Moon Cosmetics has collaborated with, I think it's Amanda Organa, and they have come out with a Neon Nights collection. Now, these are $6 each or $35 for the whole bundle. And look at these. They are super bright. These are so much brighter than the, what did I just show you? The Lime Crime palette. These are a lot brighter. So if I was wanting bright, vivid pigments, I would go for these ones over the Lime Crime palette. I may be very tempted to get these. I don't know how much shipping is from Terra Moon, but I may be very tempted. I don't think I've heard all that many people talk about the Terra Moon Cosmetics formula. I can't remember. What else do I want to talk about? There was something else. I can't even. I'm sure there was something else that I wanted to talk about. Maybe I've done everything. I think I've done everything. Unless there's anything specific that you guys have seen over the last week that you would like me to talk about. I think that's everything. I think I'm up to date again. Can you believe it? There is the new collection with P. Louise. So P. Louise Makeup have collaborated with Mitchell. They have come out with some new colors in their like eyeshadow base. I think there are 7 shades. That's a lot. That's a lot of new shades. It doesn't. So there's a magenta, purple, bright pink, pastel purple, light blue, a nude, and a bright green. And there are also 3 brushes. That's a lot. These are huge as well. Like they're huge tubes. I don't know if any of you have ever seen someone use like a P. Louise eyeshadow base, but they would take forever to get through. So having color bases, I like the idea, but I'm not sure about having that many in my stash. Have a good week too, Michelle. I will see you next time. And then the brushes, there's just like a thin liner brush, packing brush, and a angled liner brush. So the brushes aren't anything special. There's a new oh, was that the Sugar Rush palette? I think I was going to talk about that, but I couldn't find a picture of the full palette. I think I know the one you talk. I think it was the Sugar Rush palette. I think it was this one, but I couldn't find a picture of the like full palette, so I thought I'd just leave it. I think the other one I've already spoken about. It looks like Discounted Destiny known as Sunset. You're terrible. Okay, I think I know which one you're talking about. This one. That one? Is that the one? I think that's the one. I think I spoke about this one last week. Maybe it's not that one. That's the Unleashed palette. Nope. Not that one? I don't know then. Or just pink and orange tones. Oh, was that the one that they brought out for their anniversary of? No, that's Unleashed. Was that the one they brought out for their anniversary of being cruelty free? I think. And I can't remember which one it was. All I'm seeing is the same palette over and over again. Oh, no, I think that's the Too Faced palette. I think I know Too Faced. Newer than that. I have no idea. The Pom Pom palette, though, that's with Too Faced, isn't it? I don't know. I don't know. I just keep seeing the same thing over and over again. I think you're talking about the, let me see. Is that it? No. I can't find it. I know which one you're talking about, but I can't find it. I think that one came out a little while ago. I think I have spoken about it. I just can't remember when. They all meant to meld together after a while. Not one of those ones? I can't remember. What's that? Shake Your Palm Palms, and then that's that new one. The Palm Springs Dream. We found it, yay! Actually, maybe I haven't spoken about this one. You will probably guess that I'm not going to buy it. It's like a neutral palette with a pop of blue. I can't even find. When is that supposed to be coming out? Mix of warm shades, matte, and shimmer finish. The packaging looks super tacky. That's the outside of the packaging. How tacky does that look? Nope. Definitely not going to buy it. No way. I feel like Too Faced, they keep sneak peeking a whole lot and they haven't actually released it yet. So they're going to have like this massive lump of releases like quickly after each other because they have to kind of catch up before Christmas. I think that's it. Let me just check. Yeah, that's it. Nothing else has been released while we've been talking. That generally happens. But nothing has this week, which is good news. Good news. So I'm going to jump off, everyone, and I thank you all for turning up and hanging out today and having a chat about new beauty releases. I will see you I probably won't be on next Sunday, because I think my father-in-law is coming for a visit. So I probably won't be on next Sunday. I'd like to spend some time with him because he lives in another state. So I will probably see you the week after. So I'll pencil it in for a fortnight's time. I will see you then, and I hope you have a good couple of weeks. And until then, you can check me out on my videos that I'm posting, but I will see you live in a couple of weeks' time. Bye.